What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Money. I'm Nikolay Timoshchuk Jr. and today I'm going to be talking about how YouTube is creating multi-millionaires and the financial power of social media. What does all that even mean? Well, of course, the first part I said is YouTube is creating multi-millionaires. That's an easy thing to grasp, right? But then what is the financial power of social media? What can it actually do for you? Well, there are so many people in the world right now, and it doesn't matter where you live, as long as you have access to the internet, as long as you can log on to YouTube, as long as you can log on to TikTok, as long as you can log into social media apps, Facebook, Twitter, you name it, Instagram, you can change your life financially. How can you do that? How do you even move in that type of direction? Well, I'm going to talk about a few people that have changed their life completely, how the trajectory of their life went from living in one city to moving to another and then becoming sensational stars on social media and making multi-millions of dollars by sitting behind a camera or doing things behind a camera and then uploading this stuff through a computer screen. What is going on? How do you become a multi-millionaire doing that? Well, it's an entertainment industry. That's what it is. So we're going to jump into all that stuff. I can't wait to talk about, who's got to change their life, how they got to move in this direction, and what it's done for them financially, because literally there are people walking around right now that have become multi-millionaires from the power of social media. YouTube has been generating so much money for people using Google AdSense for so many years now that people's lives have completely changed. They went from doing one thing, hating their lives, doing a job that they did not like or whatever it is, and some people did enjoy their jobs and still do their jobs, but now they film it and make passive income through YouTube while doing the same thing they were doing in the first place. So let's jump right in talking about who's become multi-millionaires and how you can do all this stuff and what this actually entails. So first things first, I want to jump in talking about a few different YouTube personalities you might have already heard of, and two guys that I think have really changed the game and just revolutionized what YouTube was about are Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Like them or dislike them, you cannot discredit them. What they have done with YouTube, what they have transformed their lives into financially, in the entertainment industry, in the sport industry, in the music industry, you name it. They have changed the entertainment industry and the game for many, many, many people to come. Now you can jump into certain type of roles in this world and make money from things that people weren't necessarily making money from. You couldn't just make money from home being an entertainer. You couldn't do things like that, making prank videos and doing funny things around the house and just acting reckless with your friends. Making money like that was, set for MTV, Rob Dyrdek, The Fantasy Factory, things like that. That's what was happening. Well, these guys came along and were like, hey, we're going to change the game. They started out on Vine. They got big on there. They amassed so many followers. They created this following, got billions of views on Vine. Well, then Twitter shuts down Vine. And in about 2014, I believe, is when they joined YouTube. And then all of a sudden, those views start coming in. And then the next thing you know, Jake Paul is on Disney. Logan Paul is blowing up on YouTube, and then Jake Paul is blowing up on YouTube, and then they're getting older, so they're carrying that audience with them over the years, constantly over and over and over. Well, then they're hitting millions of subscribers. They're selling millions of dollars of merch. They're making millions off of YouTube, off of all these streaming platforms that are allowing them to make money. And all of a sudden, their life changes. They move out to Los Angeles. So then Jake Paul creates Team 10 and Logan Paul has the Maverick. And the internet world loves them. Yes, they do a bunch of controversial stuff. They do things that make you uncomfortable. There's some things that go to the press and absolutely destroy them. They apologize. They recover. They continue to grow their channels. And all of a sudden, these guys become multi-millionaires at a very young age, from entertaining people at home that are watching this stuff at home. You're not going to the movie theater to watch this stuff. You're not going out anywhere to have to see these videos. You're streaming them on a device, on a cell phone, on a computer, on a tablet, on a laptop, on a TV, whatever it is. You're able to watch these guys at home, and they're able to just continue to grow that platform into what it is today. And now, like I said, they're professional boxers. They make music. They create videos. They're creating all kinds of documentaries and stuff. The stuff's absolutely crazy. They're making millions of freaking dollars, and they're just stacking up their cash and stacking their paper, doing all kinds of stuff that you would never have thought that social media will allow you to do one day. Now, from a perspective of entertainment, you're like, okay, I get it. These guys are doing crazy stuff. They're going out making awesome videos, entertaining a bunch of people. Now, before I move on with all this great information, let me go ahead and ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell, turn on your post notifications, hit that like button, that share button. Drop a comment below. Let me know if you're interested in this video and what you're actually wanting to learn about in the future videos. Without further ado, let's get back to what's important here. Well, there's somebody somebody else I want to talk about. His name is Stephan. And this dude is literally teaching people about finance. And it's a guy that I actually ran across and actually enjoyed starting to watch on YouTube because I'm like, hey, this guy's actually relating to me. We're around the same age. I enjoy watching his videos. He's actually talking about stuff that I am interested in. So this is a real estate agent out of California that's like, hey, I'm going to start posting videos of what I do on a daily basis. You know, selling a house, buying this, getting your first real estate property, you know, getting your first investment property, how to use credit cards, what does finance even mean? And all of a sudden, this guy blows up into this crazy amount of following and starts making millions of dollars as well. Now, it doesn't just happen overnight. So if you want to go check out some of his videos and see how he did it and what he had to do in order to accomplish his 3 million or plus following at this point, now you can see that, whoa, you don't have to just entertain people. You can also educate people. So there's things online that you can provide, okay? People need it. They need to learn. They're not teaching this stuff in schools or high school or whatever it is, you know, for the most part. So all of a sudden, somebody online is doing it and you are creating this place for people to be able to learn, get this knowledge. And YouTube, like I said, Google AdSense is paying these people so much money. So Graham actually released a video, I believe it was last year, about how much money he makes, and he's been able to make millions off of YouTube with sponsorships, the views, all of these different things. So the financial CPM, which is just the cost per milli, is absolutely crazy. It's actually skyrocketing. So that's probably one of the most important, you know, channels you can have is a finance channel if you're talking about money and the power to be able to make a ton of money. So Graham is absolutely killing the game right now, you know, dropping videos about how to get a Tesla for like 78 bucks a month, how he got like a Ford GT500 or something for nothing. And it all just goes into personal finances. It all ties into money. It all ties into what I'm talking about, the financial power of social media. There's actually so many more YouTube personalities that you probably watch that you know about. Maybe it's in, you know, construction or it's makeup or whatever it is, or it's trick shots. You never know. I mean, you got Dude Perfect out there. You got all kinds of different names. You got Blippi for little kids. You got kids that unpackage, you know, kids' toys. You got David Dobrik who does, you know, funny videos as well, pranks and all that crazy stuff. Oh, and one of the most important ones that I cannot forget is PewDiePie. All of these people make so much money off of YouTube and are able to change their financial trajectory of their entire life. They're able to make a career out of it. This is not just something they do for fun. It is for fun, but now when the money starts rolling in, you know, they're able to hire videographers, they're able to hire social media managers, they're able to do things that they would have not been able to do before when they were just starting out, or if they were working at a normal job doing whatever that may be. Now they're in the entertainment industry. They got to have people filming, they got to have people editing, they got to have people posting. It's a constant thing, and it's like making this video right now while I'm talking to y'all. This has got to be filmed, then I have to edit it, then I have to post it, you know, and then eventually make some money off of it. But regardless, it's a constant grind. It never ends. The power of social media is great. The financial gain you can grow is amazing, but it takes a ton of hard work. This is not something that just happens overnight. Sometimes you can blow up and go viral and then be an overnight sensation and, you know, make a bunch of money from it. But typically, you got to work hard. You got to create that following. You got to create those supporters, and then you got to continue to grow. You got to continue to, you know, entertain and educate, or whatever it is, whatever field you're in when you're actually on YouTube or any social media platform. Now, the funniest part about all of this social media, you know, power that you can have is the amount of haters that people receive, especially people that create a huge following. All of a sudden, everybody comes out and they're an expert on what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and how this sucks and how you suck and how all your videos suck. And it's absolutely funny to me when people see somebody grow on something and all of a sudden it's like, wow, you really suck at what you do, blah, blah, blah. It's like, bro, why don't you just start your own channel, stop hating and make your own money? So I absolutely love what everybody's doing on social media, on YouTube, you know, Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. Like, what's the issue? Like, just keep on watching. If you don't want to watch it, if you don't like what's going on behind the camera or what's popping up on your computer or phone, then stop watching it. All you got to do is click not interested. And I think there's like a question mark and they give you a little survey and says, why are you not interested? You're like, because it doesn't apply to me. That's all you got to hit. There's so many haters out there that are like, oh, this person sucks, I don't like them. It's like, bro, what are you even doing on their channel? You're obviously giving them views and paying them every time you watch it just to comment that you hate them. Stop being haters. The power of social media is so immense that you ain't got to hate on somebody in order for you to grow. You can grow on your own. There's plenty of room at the table to eat. All you got to do is start your own stuff. So I just wanted to touch on a few people that I feel like have revolutionized the game for anybody trying to make money online while entertaining or educating, whatever that is for you, on your YouTube channel or on your social media platforms, because there's so much money to be made out there. The financial power of social media is absolutely crazy. Do you know how many people have become hot artists making music in the past year? Once TikTok came out, so many people blew up. So many old songs blew right back up and made so many artists so much money to be able to, hit that second gear of life of like, okay, now I can grind, now I can do this, now I can really focus on, being an artist, being a content creator, whatever it is that you were doing in that moment. It's kind of cool. Just stop hating if you're a hater. And it's absolutely hilarious to me because people really are mad because one person on TikTok, let's say Charli Damelio, she blew up at the age of 15 or 16, whatever it is, and has made multi-millions of dollars off of all kinds of brands, getting flown out to Paris, doing designer weeks, doing all kinds of stuff, getting, sponsorships with Dunkin' Donuts, you name it. And people really are mad that they were born, in the 1900s, mad about their life because they didn't take advantage of the internet when it was booming, and now they're mad at a child who's literally 16 years old that she's making millions of dollars off the internet. Like, come on now, like, go to sleep, go to work the next day, stop worrying about all that, get off TikTok if that makes you that mad. Come on now, you got people out here on TikTok changing their families' lives forever, and people really are hating. That's just not good. Y'all gotta stop that. That is not cool. But however, all in all, this is kind of cool stuff. It's absolutely crazy to see the financial power that social media has and what you can do with it, how much money you can make. I'm talking becoming a multi-millionaire. So many people have done it. So many people live all around the world now because all you need is a camera and all you need is a computer to be able to edit and post. So as long as you can find some Wi-Fi or hotspot or something, some kind of internet access, you can also reach people all around the world. People are like, man, I want to get started with YouTube, or I want to, blow up on social media. Well, you got to figure that out for yourself. And if you really want to do it, you got to put time and effort and grind and sleepless nights and staying up editing videos and recording videos and coming up with ideas. It's not just something that just happens and then comes out and then releases the video for you. They don't work like that. This is stuff you really got to put time and effort into because there's got to be substance behind what you're posting. People got to feel like they want to watch it too. However, there's so much money to be made that if you can turn that into a career, that's what you can be doing. If you're miserable wherever you're at and you want to get into the social media game, then that's what you end up doing. You got to put time in. You got to put that effort in. And people that are viewing the actual video got to feel like you care as well, like you care about them, like you love them as supporters and as your, online family. It blows my mind that people think they should just get something just because they're here and just because they're alive on this earth. No, it don't work like that. You got to work for it. You got to grind for it. So if you want to jump into the social media space, do that. There's millions to be made on it. There's hundreds of thousands. You don't have to make $1 million. You probably don't even make $50,000 at your job. So you can make $50,000 a year, making YouTube videos at home if that's what you enjoy doing, or traveling the world, whatever it is. That's what my other channel is about, Back to Life actually. I traveled the world. I got to travel the world for free. I got to make money off YouTube while traveling the world for free, putting my house on Airbnb, and that's why I love finances. I love talking about social media, finances, what the internet can do for you. It's all really cool stuff as long as you apply it to your life. However, without further ado, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, I'm gonna have to ask you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that bell, turn on your post notifications, hit that like button, hit that share button, drop a comment below. Let me know if you like the video. I like talking about this kind of stuff because it's about a lot of money and it's about social media and the internet. So I love it, but let me go ahead and get on with this video. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.